Hello, teacher. Sorry, I'm late.
No worries, it's fine. All right, so today we're going to see this new topic, and because it's a little bit easy, we're going to use just the first part of the class for this topic, okay? Please join to this link. I believe I shared on the chat.
Okay.
And this topic is not going to be a very long topic, okay? It's kind of short. Afterwards, we're going to practice different, okay? All right, guys, let's start. All right, first question. What do you think with the very intelligent? All right, so the correct answer was actually the orange, well, the yellow one. Could you read that sentence, please?
Velma is very intelligent, isn't she?
Okay, great. Let's continue. All right, let's try to find the logic. Next, what do you think here? Right. Could you read the sentence, please?
Okay, the Simpsons aren't Brazilian, are they?
Yes. They are Brazilian. They are from the US. All right. There is something we have to pay attention in the sentence. So which one sounds better? Isn't it? Aren't we? Don't we? Aren't you? Right. Right. So you had one of the options right. Let's see. Could you read a sentence, please?
I read?
Yes, please.
Okay. So you are going to travel to Italy, aren't you? Or aren't we?
Both are correct. So just to try to understand the logic of the game, there are some words we have to pay attention. So which words from this sentence are repeated in this part of the question, Larissa? That can you see?
Teacher, I don't hear you.
Exactly. No. So we have
No.
are.
I don't hear you.
Oh, you can hear me? Okay, sorry.
Yes, so slow.
Slow? Okay, let me check my internet. Okay, what about now? Can you hear me better?
A little.
A little. All right. Let me check. I'm gonna try to close something. right? Is it better now or still the same?
I don't know if my computer, Daniel, can you hear?
I'm not sure because I can hear you very well, but for some reason I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna try
Hello,
to
teacher.
close.
Good evening. Yes, I can hear you. A little bit slowly, but I can.
Let me close some things then, guys. Maybe that. Okay, I'm going to close as much as because I can. Is it better now, guys? I'm closing almost all my page.
Okay.
No, really?
It's clear. I mean, you don't have the internet bad connection, but it's a little bit uh, like slowly or
Mm-hmm.
not slowly.
Like it's
Like,
breaking out. Se corta.
no, not really.
Oh. But and let me close. I have an app open. Everything I could, guys. What about? Is it better or is still bad?
I can hear with my earphones,
Is it?
but maybe Larissa can use some
Um,
earphones.
oh, maybe it's the volume. I'm gonna try to see. Okay, what about now, guys?
Oh,
Is it?
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I think it was something in my Zoom settings. So sorry, guys. All right, great. Okay, so welcome, Danielle. Thank you, guys. So there is some words that we have to pay attention in this type of sentences. So I want you guys to kind of realize what's going on, okay? So the sentence goes, so you are going to travel to Italy. And then we have a little phrase at the end, no? So try to find some of the words that are being repeated in these answers or possible answers. All right. So I know you can recognize it over here. All right, let's try to see if we can figure it out the logic. Okay, so this is usually to confirm an information that is being said. So let's see another example. Pay attention again. The hotel was quite good. So what do you think? Which one sounds good? Wasn't it? Didn't it? Was it? Did it? All right, actually good. Daniel, maybe you can read this one.
The hotel was quite good, wasn't it?
Great, correct. So there is a word that is being repeated, right? So there are some words that we have to pay attention to, but pay attention that this is not in the same way, right? This is affirmative and this is, no, it's different. So let's see. Let's see other examples, guys. All right, same thing. He should quit smoking. Should he? Isn't he? Is it? Shouldn't he? Which one sounds correct? All right. So just because we have no the only verb like an auxiliary, no, it should be repeat that. All right, no worries if you didn't answer correctly. Larissa, could you read this question, please?
He should keep smoking, shouldn't he?
Correct. So there is always a word or a verb or an auxiliary verb that is being repeated. Let's try to find the one that makes more sense. Okay, they weren't late. What do you think? They weren't late. All right. So and pay attention to the other logic here. So usually when the first sentence was in affirmative, no, the answer was in negative. But this sentence is in negative, right? They were not, they weren't late. So try to find the logic. Now, if one is affirmative, the other one is the opposite, right? If the first one is affirmative, the other one is the opposite, right? Let's continue. All right, what about here, guys? The boy doesn't like chocolate. What do you think? All right, great. So, no, the opposite. Daniel, could you read this one, please?
The boy doesn't like chocolate, does he?
Very good. So we kind of have to find the verb or the word that we have to repeat, all right? You're going to understand a little bit better now, but I'd rather just start with exercises. Okay, next one. You're not studying very much, aren't you? Don't you? Do you? Are you? Correct. All right, Larissa, let's read this one, please.
You are not studying very much, are you?
Excellent. Very good. So, negative, affirmative, no, or the opposite. Great. Let's see the next one. Okay, for left. Must. We mustn't say anything. Mustn't we? Must you? Must we? Should we? Excellent. Great job, guys. All right. Larissa, could you read this one, please?
We mustn't say anything, must we?
Great. Excellent. Very good. Both of you answered correctly. Great job, guys. So let's try to see a little bit more of this topic. Okay. What about here? Mary enjoyed her breakfast. Did she? Wasn't she? Didn't she? Don't she? All right. Well, it was good. However, we can use this sentence in two tenses. So you didn't pay attention to this verb. So this verb is not present, right? What tense is enjoyed, Daniel?
Past tense.
Past tense, right? And because we use past tense, and this is just simple past tense, we answer with it. But we're going to practice this, no worries. It's just to try to recognize, it's a very easy topic, but I want to start the other way around. I'll explain in a little bit. Next. They always sleep after lunch. Doesn't they? Do they? Did they? Don't they? All right. No, sorry, Daniel, could you read it?
They always sleep after lunch, don't they?
Correct. So we just have to recognize if the sentence is affirmative, negative, present simple, past simple, present. And finally, and holiday. So is he, is she, isn't she, does she? Great, very good. And Larissa, let's read this one, please.
Anne's on holiday, isn't she?
Very good. So I think you figured it out a little bit. Let's try to practice a little bit more, okay? So very good job, guys. Number 3, there is no number 3. Number 2, Larissa. And this time won Daniel. Great job, guys. All right. So let me share the next exercise with you, please. Just 1 second, because I closed all my pages. Now I cannot find your exercise. All right, 1 second, please. All right. So let's see this exercise. We're also gonna try to find the logic in this type of sentences. No, remember, it's a way to look for confirmation of certain sentence or not something that maybe is not clear. So maybe Daniel, will you maybe share this exercise and oh, sorry.
Okay.
Thank you very much. You have the permission and just 1 second. Okay, that's it. Thank you guys. All right, basically we just have to fill between choosing one of the options, right, in this blank space.
Okay.
So what do you think?
Julie is not a teacher. Is she?
Right. Great. Okay, let's see next. Larissa.
He is very handsome. Is he? Okay. Is he?
All right. Let's see.
Or isn't he? Isn't he?
All right. Let's see. All right. Let's see the next one.
You're from Brazil. Are you?
Very good. She's clearly not from Brazil.
She isn't a pilot. A pilot. Is she?
Great. Very good.
The weather is really bad today. Isn't it?
Isn't it great?
I'm not the person with the tickets. Am I?
Great. Very good.
She's from a small town in China. Isn't she?
Very good.
I like chocolate a lot. Don't I? Yeah.
Very good. Great job. Good.
They need some new clothes. Don't they?
Very good.
You don't like spicy food, are you? Well, I do you.
Great. That's fine.
We don't watch much TV. Do we?
Very good.
He doesn't cook very often. Does he?
Great job.
I often come home late. Don't I?
Very good.
She studies very hard every night. Doesn't she?
Great job, guys.
My mom lives in a big flat. Does not she?
All right. Great job. So the next exercise to try to practice a little bit more, I've just shared it. Oh, sorry, no, I didn't. I've just shared it on the chat. So it's this one. So yes, this one is going to make you think a little bit more because we have many options. All right. So the answers are here. We just gonna uh, scroll or pull all the answers, no? And I just remember, Daniel, you mentioned ain't before. When we finish this class, I'm going to explain a little bit of this expression, okay?
Okay.
So let's practice on this exercise. Please, maybe Larissa, could you share your screen, please? Then I'll explain this topic and we'll play another game and another writing exercise. And like I mentioned, it's a very easy topic. We're gonna try to see a little bit of the next topic that is not as easy. Okay, thank you, Larissa. So you can choose any of the options or the sentences. Just try to find one of the answers.
Okay. She went to the library yesterday. Uh, didn't sh- didn't she?
Right? Your turn.
Mr. McGuinness is from Ireland. Isn't he?
You're not cold. Are you?
He didn't recognize me. Did he?
He won't tell her. Didn't he?
They haven't visited the museum yet. Have they?
Great.
You're from Scotland. Are you?
You had a red car. You had a red car.
He.
What do you think? That's a he or a she?
Huge.
I'm
Or
not sure.
there might be one answer which is incorrect,
Yep.
right?
The next.
Did he maybe? Is it correct?
Uh,
No, I'm not sure. Isn't he? I'm not sure. We can skip and review later. I can do the next one. The trip was very expensive. Wasn't it?
Right.
the car isn't in the garage. Is it?
Cars pollute the environment. Don't they?
Mr. Richard has been to New Zealand recently. Will he? But Will is the future.
I think here is didn't he?
Mm,
The green one, yeah. And we can change that. He won't tell her. Yeah, it's correct, I guess. Will he? He won't tell her. Yeah, that's fine. Um, I don't know.
This is famous or
I guess that's a person and a man, I guess, no? Is,
okay, and this is
uh, oh,
or both are male.
oh, the second one actually it's male. That one should be a woman. So that's a
This
lady.
the last.
Yeah.
It's a lady.
Entonces,
Yeah, no, it's correct.
That's better now.
okay.
Okay. Right. Great job, guys. Very good. All right. So let's review a little bit of this information, this content, I meant. This topic is actually called tag questions. All right. So there is a specific use of tag questions, and this is a very, you probably heard this before. You might or not recognize it, but usually it's used when we want to check information. In Cochabamba, at least, I think we use el no ve a lot. So for example, está lloviendo, ¿no ve? Or no es cierto, ¿no? That phrase helps us to confirm if that is happening or not. This is similar, no? These tag questions, these little phrases that we put at the end of the sentences is used to that, not to maybe confirm the information that we think is true or false, no? Just to confirm, no? And we have to start with a statement. So a statement is any sentence that is affirming something or neglecting something, no? For example, it's a nice day, no? And then we add the tag. So the tag is gonna come from the statement, right? So here we have the verb be, because it's talking about the thing, right? The day, the thing. So it's describing the thing, right? The day. So isn't it? No, it's a nice day, isn't it? So one thing that is important to notice here is that the first statement, it could be either affirmative or negative. So what about this sentence, Larissa? Is this a statement affirmative or negative? Or a statement?
Affirmative.
Correct. So if the statement is affirmative, the tag is going to be negative. It's always like that. That's why in the game we've seen the other way around, right? And then we got a little bit confused, but it's like that. No, it's always the opposite. Because we want, what do we want to do with these tags is to check the information. So sometimes we might think that something is, we're maybe making a statement which is maybe negative, no? And we just want to know if it's true or not. So the complete sentence is this one. Can you read this one, Larissa, please? This sentence.
It's a nice day, isn't it?
Thank you very much. If there is any questions, please let me know. So let's practice this little interaction. Larissa, could you read Amy, please? Amy and Danielle, the student. Thank you very much.
It's a nice day, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You're ready to be in the lesson, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
You like spicy food, don't you?
Yes, I really do.
Excellent. Very good. Thank you very much. So all of these all the sentences are in present simple, right? It's just in present. It's general. There are just some facts. No, it's a nice day. No, they want to confirm it, isn't it or no? And the person goes, yes, it is, right? So we're using depending if it's the verb be or no, who is what we are talking about, the person or the thing. We use that for the tag, right? Um, as in the first no, is, no, isn't negative. And when, like in the next, no, here is the same, are, no? This is affirmative and this is negative, no? In the third example, you like spicy food. Here, they're not using the verb be, no, they're just using any verb, no? You like, and then because they're using any other verb besides the verb be, they're using the auxiliary, right? And we know the auxiliary for present simple is do or doesn't, right? But that depends on what? On the subject. In the third example, we have you, right? And that's why it's do or don't in this case. If it will be he or she, probably the tag will be doesn't, right? We're gonna practice this in a second if it's not very clear. Okay, but it's important to notice when we use the verb be in the statement, so we're talking about the person or the thing itself, the tag question comes from the verb be, no? And when we're using any other verb, in present simple, we use the auxiliary verb do, or if it's negative, don't, sorry, or if it's for he, she, it, doesn't, right? So let's continue. There is any, is if it's there any questions, guys, please let me know.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, so when, like I mentioned, when the verb is affirmative, the tag is negative and the other way around. Okay. One more time, Daniel, could you be Emily and Larissa this time, the student, please?
It's a nice day today, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You work on weekends, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Excellent, thank you very much. So it's always like that. If the statement is affirmative, the tag is always negative. So here to understand, no, the verb is here. That's why the negative here. Here we don't have verb be, right? Any other word on any other verb, auxiliary do, he, she, it, don't, oh sorry, doesn't, or maybe if it's affirmative, does. No? Let's see some more examples. And then no, this is important to recognize. I know sometimes this could be confusing, but the verb be, if we have it in the sentence, that means that we're talking about the thing or the person, we use it. Let's see another example again. Larissa, Sam, could you read Sam and Daniel, Amy, please?
This is the soy sauce, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And these are my chopsticks, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Excellent. Quite easy, right? Any questions so far, guys?
What is chopsticks?
Oh, chopsticks. You know, to eat maybe sushi, we have some sticks that we use, no? Like Chinese,
Okay,
I call them in Spanish, sorry. But are those chopsticks.
okay, got it.
All right. And oh, sorry. And Could Larissa read Anne, please, and Daniel, Chris? Thank you.
Em is going to Kate's party, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
Excellent. Very good. All right, so always remember if we have any form of the verb be, singular, plural, no, the tag is always in using the verb be. Always. No, finally, sorry. Didn't realize that one too. And Larissa, could you be Anne and Daniel, Chris?
You were here last night, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
Excellent. So in this last example, just pay attention. This is, what tense is this, guys? Where or weren't?
Pass.
That's correct. So it's still the verb be. No, it's just in a different tense. But we still do the same logic. Now, if we're talking in the past about a person or a thing, we use the same one for the tag. If we will be using maybe a singular, and it will be, I don't know, I was holding my bag, wasn't I? No, it's the same. We use was or were depending, singular or plural, right? But this is for present simple and past simple. There is no this form for future, right? Because I'm not sure if we already practiced future with you guys, but for future is will, just will or going to, and then other verbs, modal verbs. All right. And for simple tense, no, remember we use this tense to talk about general statements, general facts, routine, no? So let's take a look. We use do or doesn't. All right. Again, Larissa, could you be Amy and Daniel Dave, please?
You work on weekends, don't you?
Yes, I do. I work 7 days a week.
Rich works on weekends too, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Karen and Charlie work on weekends, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Excellent. Thank you very much. So in these examples, there is no any verb be, right? We have other verbs. So the one that is being repeated, no, it's works, work, Rich works, and Karen and Charlie work, right? That's why we use the auxiliary verb that corresponds to that subject. So we know that for singular, we usually use do. In this case, tag is in negative, right? Here we know that for he, she, it, we use does, or this example doesn't, right? And obviously the verb changed too, right? Because it's a regular sentence, present simple tenses, no? That's what it is for he, she, it. And the last one, plural, doesn't change, just do, right? Don't. Okay, any questions so far, guys?
No, teacher.
It's quite easy, like I mentioned before. It's just try to pay attention to the verb if there is a verb be or any other verb. So it's the same logic for past tense. Now in past tense, we either we can have verbs, no, that make us think that is in the past tense, and when we have any other form of the verb be, we use did. However, we know that did or didn't, depending of the statement, no, is used for all the subjects, right? There is no difference. In present simple, we have do or does, no, or don't or doesn't in negative, right? For past simple, we just have did for affirmative for all the subjects, and didn't, same thing for negative for all the subjects, right? There is no difference. And let's read this example, please. Larissa, could you be Amy and Daniel Sam? Thank you.
You want to come here, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I wanted to try Japanese food.
Anna and Chris ate here last week, didn't they?
Yes, I did. Anna loves Japanese food.
Excellent. Thank you very much, guys. So past tense, no? One person, tag didn't, no? Plural and increase is still the same verb past, no? Just a regular verb. Same thing, didn't. No, there is no difference in past for singular or plural subject. So that's this topic so far. Any questions, guys? Okay, let's continue. So, like I mentioned, you already found this logic, no? When the statement is negative, the tag is positive. Let's see this other example. Daniel, could you be Emily? And Larissa, the student.
It wasn't very nice yesterday, was it?
No, it wasn't.
You don't like Japanese food, do you?
No, I don't, sorry.
Excellent, thank you very much. So it doesn't matter of this tense. For example, here we have, what tense is this, Daniel? Wasn't. What tense is present or past? Oh, sorry, Daniel, sorry, we cannot hear you. The question was, wasn't or was? What tense is? Is it present tense or past tense?
Was is past tense?
Yes, correct. So it doesn't matter, no? The tense, it's always like that. Affirmative or negative tag, no? Or negative statement and affirmative tag. No, it's always the other way. And this tense, Daniela, what is don't or do? Is it past or present?
It's present.
Yes, thank you very much. So the same thing, no? Just pay attention to that. Sometimes that might confuse us a little bit, but if you don't remember, just try to find the verb, no? Verb be, tag always verb be. If it's other verb, no, but remember it's the opposite. And the answer for tag questions, it could be also as a yes, no type of answer, no? So let's see an example. Larissa, could you be Dave? And Daniel, Amy, and Kate, please.
You're getting tired, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
He
Excellent.
isn't here, is he?
No, he's going to be late.
Excellent. Thank you very much. So just the way to answering, no, a tag, a question tag is like a short answer for any question. No? Because we don't really need to add more information. This is the complete answer, no? Yes, this is basically yes or no, right? If we want to add a little bit more information, we can, but we don't necessarily have to, right? This is totally acceptable. So I believe that's all, guys. Do you have any questions?
I remember that I saw many times this kind of topic, mostly in movies.
Yeah, it's very common, I would say, in informal conversation because it's like that expression, no? Like least the one that is using Cochabamba lot, no? No es cierto or no ve, no? Because you need that confirmation sometimes. And I'm running a Kahoot game, which is more to think, not maybe to choose answers and to fill on the blank spaces. So let's please join to this next game. Just let me check please if the audio is being shared. Yes, it is. All right, I'm sharing the link with you guys. On the chat. So please join me. All right, thank you, Larissa. All right, let's start this thing, guys. Let's try to see if we can find if a tag question is correct or incorrect. All right. So what do you think? The tag do you is correct or incorrect? Excellent, very good. Because it was using the auxiliary verb, right? Great job, guys. Next. Okay. What about this sentence? Is aren't he correct or incorrect? Yes, great, very good. So it was also correct. Let's see the next one. Okay, what about Anna? They that's also correct. Great job. All right, the name is on straight. Okay, what about here? It doesn't help you at all, aren't she? All right, was incorrect. No? How will it be the correct answer for that sentence, guys? What do you think?
Oh, I forgot the sentence.
Oh, sorry, but it was she, and the answer was blah blah blah, and the answer was aren't she? And the sentence is singular or plural?
Singular. Is she maybe?
Exactly.
Or isn't she?
She, yes. It's not because it's just the subject, no? It's the verb was incorrect. Okay, let's see the next. All right, what about here? Great job. What about the next one? Okay, we have to complete the sentence with the correct option. What are you trying to do? Good. Isn't it? The A is. All right, great job, guys. Next. Same thing here. You are not going to eat this whole cake by yourself. You are not. In the sentence was negative. No, you are not going to eat. So the tag has to be the opposite, right? That's why Are you? Great. Next. Tomorrow is your birthday. Great. Isn't it? Very good. All right, what about here? They are a very competitive team, aren't they? Are they? Not the opposite. If the statement is affirmative, the tag is negative. Very good job, guys. Okay, next. You love flying around all day. All right, excellent. Did you ever heard that expression, guys? Flying around. Did you ever heard that?
No, teacher.
It means that maybe you are being lazy, you are just resting, maybe you are on your bed a lot or on the couch. No, you're not doing a lot. So that's lying around, not being a little bit lazy. You're not doing a lot in your house. Okay, next. Usually, not always, no, but maybe the weekends we try to rest and we'll lie around. Okay, next. Okay, Nick, what is the complete? We are not driving all day. Not. Are we? Are we? Are we not? Are we not? Right. Very good. Statement was negative. The tag is affirmative. Okay. What about here? We have more options. You love your teacher. Don't you? Do you? Eat him? Don't you? No, just the opposite. One statement is affirmative, the other one is negative, or the other way around. Either. Okay, very good. Do I? No, because the statement was negative. The tag is negative. It's affirmative. So, okay, to left. You want to see the alligators? Great, very good. So because the sentence is affirmative, sorry, the tag is negative. Very tight, guys. All right, and this last one is going to see who won. Weather boils at 100 degrees. Doesn't it? Don't it does. Oh no. All right. So the water is an it, no? He, she, it, use does. And because this sentence was in affirmative, the tag is in negative, no? Doesn't. So let's see who won, guys. Okay, it was very tight. So there is no third, obviously. Daniel, oh, great job, Larissa. Very good. All right. Okay, guys, great job. So let's practice one last exercise. And then I would like you guys to practice some verbs so you can recognize or maybe being a little bit more prepared for the next topic. We're going to see a new tense. Okay, so basically here you have your sentences or your statements and you have to add the tag question. All right. So that's all. This is the last exercise. So, not sure. Maybe Larissa, could you help us to write the answers, please? Thank you very much. All right, thank you. So maybe you can start.
Okay.
Mhm.
He's your boyfriend, isn't he? Oh,
That's correct. Very good.
She's your teacher, isn't she?
isn't she? It's your dog. Is it? Oh, isn't it? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's correct. They are your siblings, aren't they? Oh, do you hear me?
Or maybe maybe her internet is a little bit slow.
Yes, could be.
Because her microphone is on, but I'm not sure.
Oh,
Without. Just wait a
I
second.
can share.
All right, thank you. Okay, thank you. It was, I believe, number 4, but you can complete them all if you want.
Aren't they? Okay, we were here, right? Aren't they? Okay. They are your sister's best friends. Saying these are your Chinese textbooks. Aren't these? Those are your chores. I forgot what is chores.
Well, like maybe some things that you have to do. Uh, oh, she's back. Like I don't know, you have to buy milk, then you have to go to pay your electricity bill. Then
Oh, okay.
you have to, I don't know, do your bathroom. So that those are chores. Maybe it's like responsibilities, but it's like something that you have to do. Like usually there are many. No, it's more than one usually.
Okay. Maybe Larissa can continue with these three.
Yes.
Okay. He's your classmate, isn't he?
That's your mother. is and she.
Mm, this is your cell phone. Isn't you? No, I'm not sure.
So what is a cell phone? It's a person or a
Isn't
thing.
it?
Uh-huh. What is what? If you think it's all
Yeah,
correct.
it was pretty easy.
The
Oh,
right? Or maybe just punctuation, no? These are what did you answer? Sorry, I cannot see every.
aren't those?
Oh, I think it's just they. Aren't they? Because it's plural.
Oh,
Yes, it's just,
okay.
but that's fine. No worries. All right, guys. So as you see, now this topic is quite easy. The next topic we're going to practice these last two classes is the present perfect. We're going to see it in a very easy way. And for you to start to recognizing this tense, I need you guys that you practice past participle verbs. All right. These verbs are usually used in present tenses. So there is present perfect, past perfect, present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous. For future, there is no perfect. But the verb that is used for all the perfect tenses are always past participle. All right. So these, if I'm not wrong, all of these verbs, yes, there are irregular verbs. So just a little explanation to recognize this. Now these are past participle verbs in the irregular verbs. So if you ever remember in school, we have three lists of verbs for irregular verbs: present, past participle. This last one help us to form and again any perfect tense. For regular verbs, doesn't change. For regular verb, we have the same. So for example, is a regular verb, I don't know. Can you think of a regular verb, guys? For example, try. No, past tense is try. No, and the participle is the same. Try. So that's why we don't really need to practice. Maybe remember a little bit, no, because regular verbs have this rule. This is present, this is past, and it's the same for past participle. That's the rule, but this is for regular verbs, right? It's not the same for irregular verbs. Irregular verbs, like in this list, they change each time. It changed for present, past, and future. The verb is different. Sometimes it's the same for all of them. Sometimes the last two are the same, but it doesn't have any rules, right? So let's practice this past participle first, okay? So you just have to choose between, try to see which verb do you think from this list is the past participle, and you just drag the answer, no? And you put it there, and that's okay. So we're gonna have many exercises about these verbs because the list of irregular verbs is huge. Okay, so maybe Larissa, you could continue helping us with this next exercise, please.
Okay.
We just have to do matches. Thank you.
Mm, Forget. Forgotten.
Okay, very good.
Become on. No, become the blue one.
Do. Do. Oh, I don't remember.
That's fine, guys. We're just trying to guess a little bit.
Yeah, correct. Dry driving.
Find. Found.
Oh, I remember this tense. It's a little bit difficult.
Her.
Earth, yeah.
Doing. Draw.
Right.
Eaten. Pink
Cost. The same.
Build, built, built.
Feel. Felt.
Hang, hang you.
Could. Put.
Buy, um, boat.
Drive. Draw. Draw. I don't know how to say.
Catch, cow.
Have. Had.
Drink, drunk.
Be.
Fall, felt, or fallen, sorry.
Give. Given.
Choose, chosen.
Break. Broken.
Fly, flown.
Draw. Drawn.
Get, got. Gone. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's got.
Dream. Dream it. Or dream it.
Cone.
Big. Big. Go. Go.
All right. Let's take it. Great. All right. Great job, guys. So let's see this next one. It's going to be a little bit easier because there are not as many, but let's try to recognize it. Daniel, maybe you can help us with this one. Is with time, so we have to try to be fast. It's this one, by the way. So we are going to get the verb here, and then we'll have to choose the correct option, and then it is going to continue getting us more verbs. And because we have a timer, we have to try to answer fast, okay? So, Daniel, whenever you can, please share that exercise with.
Okay. Lost, lost.
Here, heard. Heard.
Find, found.
Drink, drunk.
Now, noun.
Pay, paid.
Have, had.
Make, made.
Think, thought.
Give, given.
Send, sent.
Meet, meet.
Win, won.
Buy, bought.
Okay.
Spend, spent.
Great, great job. All right. So, can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right. This is going to be probably the last exercise. Now it's easy to maybe recognize because we're seeing, no, the word looks similar, we can guess, right? But it's different when we write. So here we have a simple crossword. You're gonna choose, I think we did this already before. So you just click on the word, past participle of stand. You can try to guess. If you're not sure, you can look it up, no, online. So let's work on this next exercise, okay? Um, I'm sharing this on the chat. Maybe Daniel, could you help us with this one, please?
Sure.
All right, thank you.
Past participle of stand. Oh, I forgot stand. I think it's the same, right?
Sure.
Oh, stand. Stood.
Right. Excellent. You can choose a number. That is any number.
12.
12.
Yes. Right. Flew. Flew. FL. Oh, I don't remember.
Are you sure?
Fly. I'm not sure.
It sounds flu. No, however, the pronunciation, the spelling, sorry,
It's
You say this? Blown.
okay.
Oh,
Okay, bye. Bow.
great.
8. SENT. Sent.
Right. Oh, I'm not sure if this is, but that's another word. Cried. The same.
13. This. Teach. Touch. No. Sure. Touch.
You can look it up if you don't remember. That's fine.
Maybe. No, I don't know.
I. Oh no, it's not with the O. Out.
Mm,
Right.
Puts. The same. Puts.
1. About
Any.
O TTEN. Row.
Roten? No, that's the past. Right, road, riding.
Ah.
This is the participle. Okay, eaten. That will be great if you practice the 3 tenses. Eat, ate, eaten.
All right. I actually I saw just one exercise. We can do that.
6.
Sorry?
6. Down.
Do, did, done.
To the down. Yes.
pick, picket, and pick.
And 14. Right, told, and riding.
Okay. Sit. Yes, it's the same. Oh, sit, sat, sat.
Mm, 4. Take, took, and taken.
Take, took.
Took, taken.
Read, 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 read. But yeah, it's the same. The pronunciation.
Mhm.
2. Being, being, and the same. Being. Mhm.
That's really. It's be, was, or
And
being.
was. Yes.
Remember, but was or where, right? Was for singular.
I was over. Yeah. I and drive, drove, driving.
Run, move, run, and listen. Run with a. Right.
Oh, I thought it was.
Great, very good, guys. So I found this exercise. 1 second, please. It has that, so we can practice the three sentences. Can you see my screen? Yeah.
Yes, teacher.
All right, great. So we have a little the three sentences, and it's all mixed up. So we can try to figure it out also if I have the past participle taken, obviously, here, no? Past, I try to remember maybe the present. Let's try to just, I will say first, try to guess, try to remember. I'm going to share this with you guys on, oh, sorry, on the WhatsApp group, because I know we have to, and I might find another exercise too. We need to practice this so we can see the next topic. No, it has to be a little bit clear. So we might not have time to finish all of it today, no, but we can try to do it this until we can, until the class is over, no, maybe 2-3 minutes. And at the end, I'm going to explain this topic to Daniel. But yeah, so we can, maybe when we finish, then you guys try to by on your own, try to do it again, but without checking, not just try to check, recognize, memorize, no, because the class on Friday and on Saturday is going to be related to this, so you feel a little bit more comfortable. Okay, so
Sure.
I'm sharing this on the chat and also on the WhatsApp. So maybe let's try to practice a little bit. So the next time you do it, no, you will remember a bit more. Okay, let's do this maybe 2-3 minutes, and then maybe Larissa, could you share this? And I'm going to share this on the WhatsApp group too. Oh, sorry, I'm still sharing my screen. Whenever you can, Larissa.
Eat, ate,
Good. Next one.
Drink, drank, drunk, or drunk.
take, took, taken,
Okay, have, had, I don't know, maybe had.
the
Yeah,
same,
it's the same.
found, remember, the past, I'm not sure.
Mm, read, and read. The same.
How to follow it's what. Uh, read,
Read and read.
the same,
Yes.
drive, drove, and drive,
Okay, write, wrote, writing.
drove, swing, it's one, minus one, I'm not sure.
Win, won, won again.
One, the same,
I think it's the same, or yeah, it's the same. Not sure.
All right, guys. So maybe we can stop there. I've shared some exercise with you in the chat, just so you can practice a little bit more of this topic. I'm going to show you what I've shared. I've shared the one that you were practicing right now. Please let me know if you can you see my screen? Sorry.
Oh, there's a lot.
Can you see it now?
yes,
Yes, teacher.
Thank you very much, Larissa. Okay, so here, if you click on this,
Viewers were being.
you're going to see.
Viewers were being. Viewers were being. Viewers were being.
Oh, I think it's too fast. Anyways, we can practice.
Bite bit bitten.
It's too fast, no? But we can try to maybe check. Anyways, there is the list, no? That's the verb, the base form of the verb, the past simple, and the participle, no? So the one that we're going to use for the next topic is the participle. No, this is the one we're practicing. So this is a list of the most common verbs. I know it's long, but it's important to maybe sometimes have this somewhere, no? And unfortunately, it's too fast.
Broken.
Well, maybe not as fast if we hear more than once, no? but sometimes the word is
Bet, bet, bet.
the same. No, bet. All right. And I also share one little game. It's a crossword. No, sorry, no, it's not a crossword. It's a, a word search, I guess. And you just have to find the list of the verbs, but in past participle. So the past verb, past participle of go, and try to find. So that's the 3 exercises that I would like you guys to practice for Friday, because I'm probably going to launch maybe a game, no, so we can try to recognize the verbs really quick, and that's all. No, we cannot practice for too much time these verbs. No, it's important that you guys also with this other exercise try to recognize it. And if we need a little bit more help, we will try practicing, obviously, no? So that's all for today's class, guys. Thank you very much. While you are filling on the polls, please let me know if you have any questions. I'm gonna really quick show Danielle this a little image that I found about related with ain't. It's pronounced ain't and it's written like this, no? It's usually used to describe something negative. And I actually didn't know it was used also with have or has, no possession. I also use it or heard it in this way, not with the verb be. So for example, can you stop doing something? No, it ain't fun. It's the negative for is not. Instead of saying is not, is used it ain't. This expression, it's mostly used in, I will say in American English. It's more commonly used in American English. So in the United States and around there, no? Also for negative of I'm not, no? Ain't, I ain't gonna do something, or I ain't going to eat something, no? So the same with plural, no, are not. We got divorced, no? You ain't my husband anymore, or we ain't married anymore, no? So it's the same. Your mother-in-law ain't, no, it's not the same, no, is it? It's not same. It's all the negatives for all the verbs. Verb being present, no, ain't is the same for all. That's why it's an incorrect way of using this. And I didn't know this one, to be honest. So it's also for have, no? For example, let's see. I ain't, okay, my son ain't done nothing wrong. So he has not done something wrong, for example, or have not, no, I ain't. Instead of saying I have not seen her, I know this is a perfect tense, no? But I ain't seen her. This is the tense we're going to see actually on Friday. And also for there is not, no, I ain't no mountain high enough. Yes, I know. It's basically to use negative for the verb be in present, I guess. Have, has. I've seen it in possession and with the perfect. And to say that there is no something, no, it ain't another person as beautiful as you. I don't know. No, it's basically just to describe something negative, and it's very common in informal conversation, but it's not very good to be used maybe with older people or maybe with your boss. I don't know. It's very informal. Okay, I'm not sure if Daniel have any questions.
No, teacher, sounds good.
All right.
I remember that 5 or 7 songs that I hear use this word. I was a little bit confused, but it's for negative and it's like a, I don't know how to say, like a replace word for these words. So Okay, I think that I understand.
Okay,
Understood.
great. So it's called slang. No, it's something that is used maybe in a specific area or place. Mostly it's used in the United States. No, but it's easy to use. Now, if you start to catch up, it is very easy to use. Okay, so
Okay, teacher, thank you.
thank you guys. Thank you very much for today's class. Please practice verbs. We're also going to practice a little bit more on Friday, but it's important that you also try to recognize some of them. Not memorize, but recognize them. Okay, thank you guys. Have a great night. See you on Friday. Oh, well, tomorrow and on Friday too with this topic. Thank you guys. Bye.
Bye.
All right, teacher. Bye.